Hi, chat. How we doing tonight? Twitch, Kick, YouTube. How we doing, everyone? Welcome, welcome. Switch over to Kick here. so I can see what's going on over there. Yay, weekend. Yay, Friday. I am trying to get the stickers off of my tomatoes here, and then we'll get started with our normal scheduled programming. Stickers gone. Mostly. Need to wipe down on the counter first. Need to wipe down on that counter first. Okay. Coffee. How we doing tonight, chat? What's new? What's happening? Hey, Zeeks. Happy it's the weekend. Hello, Nanrator. Hello, Cosmic. Happy to see everyone in. Yeah, it's been a sort of weird week for me, too. Start heating up the oven. Heating up the oven to 425 to start. And that's going to be for roasting the Roma tomatoes for our tomato sauce. Forgetting my coffee. I was only supposed to let that bloom about 30 seconds. Boo. Must have really overpoured the kettle there. Put the max fill line on the back of the kettle, like in the worst place possible, be able to see it. Not that that's the reason I overfilled it, it's just reminded me of that. Otherwise, I really have enjoyed that kettle. I mean, it's a no-name brand. I forget who it was. Someone asked me for info about it in the past. But it'll hot hold for 2 hours to your preferred degree temperature. Hello, Will. Hi. Thank you for joining me tonight, everyone. Cheers to you. Happy Friday. So we need a pan, parchment, knife, kniff. Just bumped that pretty hard on the board. I was worried I'd ruin that tomato. Sure, if I let it sit, it's gonna bruise. But we're not. We're gonna roast it. Speaking of that, I should turn the fan on for my oven that's preheating. Nor can I, Chaos. Chaos. Welcome in. Doing pizza all this week. I do viewer-themed weeks. Not 100% sure on what all I'm going to do this week as far as pizza. Like, I said I wanted to do Detroit style once again. And I don't need the mold. But I wanted to try and find the proper cheese for it, because I've just used essentially mozzarella, which is not the proper cheese for it. You want to use Wisconsin brick cheese, which apparently has a relatively high milk fat to it, so it cooks differently. I've read that about the closest you can get most of the time otherwise is adding some jack cheese to your mozzarella, but I don't know if I really love that flavor idea. Kosher salt. Hi, JK. Oh, no pepper. No MSG either yet. We're roasting these. I was not thinking about that. And now we're going to move the coffee out of the way and spray them and probably my keyboard with olive oil. I don't recommend you use a baking spray to do that. The flavor is not, unless you're using one of those like olive oil or like ones that they're at least pretending there's flavor to. A lot of the spray can ones actually have like the butter flavor in most of those sprays is not going to work well here. And I know that from experience. What I have over there is a little pump sprayer that I have straight olive oil in. Welcome in, Ratty Patty. So just salt and olive oil. And that's going to go into a 425 degree oven. We're going to roast those for a bit. Good 40 minutes probably. Or 425 oven. I want a little blackening. I want a little bitter. But we're obviously not going to cook all the moisture out of these in 40 minutes. But we are going to concentrate some of that flavor. Oven's not quite 425 yet. I'm going to give it an extra couple minutes because it's not. You want that high heat set into an oven for things like tonight's pizza or baking things, like if you're doing puff pastry or something like that. If you're just doing something savory or reheating plates, or you don't have to wait for the oven to be at 350 and heat the whole house, and then, you know, you can throw it in just as your time's a little bit. Let's see if we can just do one onion. More date night jokes? Oh yeah, I'm full of those. Oh. Still holds true. Hey, Ms. V. How are we doing all of this? Caramelized onions. Had to remind myself what I was cutting this onion for. Always a little bit of a gamble if onion's gonna turn out great for caramelized onions or not, unless you've used it before. Ugh, dad joke. Ugh. Zoom right. Yep, everyone heard that, didn't they? That was a nice little ping, wasn't it? That's not supposed to be happening anymore. A little oil in the pan. Cooking oil. Yeah, that's not supposed to be happening. Let's see here. Let's see if that works better now. Zoom right. Zoom left. Boo. Zoom right. I guess I'm not using voice commands tonight. I don't know what's doing that. Already smells amazing. But you do sort of want to, when you're doing caramelized onions, you do want to sort of overload your pan. Do more than you would for properly sauteing something, because you want that steam action. And I often actually add water in there or stock to help steam and boil them a bit. Because it gets to a point where they just don't want to release more liquid, they just start wanting to boil or burn, rather than there's more sugars than water, or something along that line. And you can get them cooked much darker, much further along by adding more moisture further along. Alright, now we need onion on the pizza slash in the sauce. Yeah. Too much work. Salt on the onions. Mm. That's going in with the sauce. The tomato sauce. That didn't change much. I guess I'll put these in a bowl too, but I didn't have to cut the onion that finely for the sauce. It's mostly going to get pureed in with it, the tomatoes. Like I said, adding more liquid in there so that we're steaming. Love those cans that are sealed so tightly that they physically bend the top rather than you got black olives, you got green olives. I noticed I hadn't seen it before. They probably have been around for ages, and quite possibly I've seen them before and forgot that I have seen them. But they had olives, and I've already forgotten what I was going to talk about, but there were olives stuffed with, I'm forgetting what it was that was so different and interesting from normal. I mean, I've seen all the normal ones that you would, the blue cheese and cocktail onion. Oh, jalapenos. I hadn't seen them packed with jalapenos before. I thought that was an interesting combo. Not interesting enough for me to buy a jar when I was after these, but it was interesting. I've never honestly ventured into, especially with a proper bartender that's going to mix one properly so that it tastes proper, into the martini world with olives and dirty martini. I haven't really done martinis hardly at all. I've tried some really weird off-the-wall martinis in the past, just because I was trying something weird and interesting. Also equally strange considering the amount of time that I spent in a martini-like bar in my formative drinking years. Interesting spot. I think it's still around. But it was like half a bar and half a nightclub. The bar was like all rock music, and you had to go through the bar to get to the club. And then the club was just like electric dance. A little bit of everything in that. A lot of stuff closing these days, though. And did you see the videos of the San Diego Pier yesterday? With they had a old school diner that used to be out on the pier, and it closed a couple of years ago with COVID. Didn't reopen. But apparently it caught fire, and so there was a big fire on the dock, or on the pier. You think that's enough olives for, one pizza? My size pizza, too. Over on the other side of the stove, we get going with our Italian sausage. I bought a pound of hot Italian sausage. Over on the stove. Oops. Sorry, chat. Sure wish Kik would make an API. I'm seeing what looks like a little bit of, maybe even a little habanero in this mix. There's certainly a whole bunch of red pepper of some form in here. But there's some... It might be just a different orange pepper, but it looks like minced habanero to me. I doubt it lists it on this. Nope. So tonight could be a bit spicy on our pizzas. Oh, this isn't what I want to use. I want to use you. There's one other thing I need to do before we get into doing dough. So I guess I'm just getting my counter covered in flour ahead of time here. I normally, those who watch normally know I normally don't buy my mozzarella like this. But, one, it was on sale in this form. And two, it's same brand, same thing, it's just a larger form. Still using Galbani. There's a couple of local options as far as mozzarella. They're either more expensive or not as good. Thank you for the follow. Where am I going? Hey, it's right here. And I figure I'm going to be using some mozzarella this week, so... Ooh. We have a name change? And mozzarella does not shred nicely. I think it's how they get people hooked on buying shredded cheese too, because like shredding all the other cheeses is so easy. It's these couple of soft ones that like are rubbery / plasticky. Want to flex instead of getting cut. I think that's probably enough. I did all that while focused on the pan over here. Bad cameraman. Jay, bad cameraman. Now we've rendered this down considerably. I'm going to crank up the heat here a bit and we'll start getting some color. You'll remember, unusual for me, I did not add oil to this pan before the sausage. I see you there, Dad joke. Not 100% in love with these onions yet. We'll see. We will see. Alright, I think we're there with this. Trying to work as much of this fond back into the sausage as possible. Pull out a bag of chicken stock. Heat back on in the pan. Excuse me. Sauce onions in there. Thank you, Lunar. Yeah, that's our tomatoes. I'm going to give those a little bit longer. Another 10 minutes, let's say. I draw a lot of things out as far as chopping and stuff like that since I'm hanging out here in the kitchen. When I'm actually just cooking at home, a lot of the time I'll just start things and wander off and then come back, and makes it a lot easier in that case. But yeah, I can see someone not wanting to spend the time sitting here in the kitchen that I do streaming. No anti-caking agents in that cheese, chat. Don't have to wash that. Not that I recommend you wash any of your cheese. That's awesome, Lunar. Yeah, I used to do tons of that sort of stuff when I was working full-time job, and actually when I was working more than a full-time job in some of these restaurants. Hey, Tiff. Almond flour. Don't know that I've had an almond flour pizza crust before. Hi, Buns. For anyone just joining in, we've got onions, and I'm melting a block of chicken stock together. This is going to be for our tomato sauce with the tomatoes that are roasting down in the oven. They've been in there for a little over 40 minutes at this point, maybe 45. Caramelizing onions on the stove for one of our pizza toppings. We got spicy Italian sausage, black olives, green olives, red onion, green bell pepper, mozzarella. We're getting there, folks. Little of both, Rosa. Luna Rosa. I have a lot of other things like, there's a lot of great books that spur creativity. I want to go into my bedroom right now where I have all my books. But there's several great books that are out there for food combinations and food profiles and stuff, that things that just work together, grows together, goes together many times. So a lot of that helps with that sort of a thing. A lot of it's, I hear of a trend or something like that and try to come with my own spin on it or something like that. We have a lot of stuff done by chat here where we have weekly themes, thus I'm doing pizza all week. Or the ingredient challenges on Wednesdays. Been sort of a quiet month so far. Not many people, I guess, want to tell me what to make for my birthday. But we currently have in the Discord our weekly challenge, ingredient challenge. This week we have cantaloupe versus eggplant. Looking like cantaloupe's gonna get this one. Maybe we can get a last minute rally for eggplant. And over here we have an early lead for carrot cake. We had a bunch of people say Boston cream pie down here though, but it's not there. So how we doing tonight, chat? Who's excited for the weekend? Who's doing something exciting this weekend? Who's going off and doing something? Going to festivals, fairs, all sorts of stuff. Hey, Pottery Dojo. Nice. I was just saying in chat, I had just discovered I hadn't heard or read anything that they apparently opened a Shake Shack in Santa Rosa. That sounds like some heavy lifting there. 500 pounds. Or are you getting like a pallet on a trailer or something? I have not been to one. I have a lot of, let's say I'm a fan of Danny Meyer. I have a lot of faith in he probably runs a pretty good restaurant. I mean, he's run a couple of successful restaurants before. But it is definitely on my list of things that I have to try someday here soon, because I have not made it to one of his. I was saying just the other night that I hadn't made it to one of them, despite me having been in Vegas when they were open. Oh yeah, he's opening up stuff all over the place, and he's looking into sister chains and 500 pounds isn't going to do it, but I immediately, when you said 500 pounds, my brain immediately went to the pictures of people at like Home Depot with their car like this. So you got some roasty toasty tomatoes. They don't look so roasty toasty on the top here, but we flip them over. We got some nice color on the bottoms of those. Give those a moment to cool down. More along the lines of give those a moment to make them more handleable. I don't know that you can make mine do that without breaking it. My truck, I have helper springs that I got an extra 5K weight because of my trailer that I used to tow around all the time. And so my truck handles a bit more like it's a sports car. It's very rigid and bouncy compared to... At the same time, it certainly doesn't handle like I test drove a Dodge Ram when I was looking at trucks, and I ended up with what I got. I don't know how many, do we have any Dodge Ram fans in chat? Like, that thing rides like it wants to be a muscle car, but is most certainly not. Oh, my truck, well, it is 4x4 and has some of the it's got a skid plate and some stuff, but it is not for off-roading. It was bought and spec'd out for towing. It was either that or buy for the same price point roughly at the time, it was either my truck, new, or a 100K diesel. Which, 100K diesel still has lots of life to it. So now we'll just plop all of these lovelies in here. Thank you for the follow. Plop. 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 There's not a whole lot of liquid on that pan. I don't think we're going to get much flavor out of the last that. Sometimes I used to pull what juice and stuff was on the pan off, but I don't think it's really worth it tonight. Start heating up the oven even higher now, all the way up for pizza. And now we scoop them into the blender. So maybe we have some habanero heat in with our tomato sauce. Maybe we don't. Who knows? We'll find out when I have pizza. I mean, I guess I could try it. Like, there is that, but... Gonna mute to blend this up. Hi, chat. We're not muted anymore. Awesome. So, got our sauce in the pan there, heating up together. I'm going to add our herbs at this time and our other seasonings. Starting with this lovely new container of dried oregano. Bought more, chat. So, fresh dried oregano. What else are we gonna throw in there? A bit of garlic powder. No. There we go. As usual, the absolutely last one. I don't know why it is with these freeze-dried herbs that I have in the fridge. The one I always want is the one that's in the back. But the last of my freeze-dried basil. Heavily salted the tomatoes, so I'm going to consider that salted. And I add a bit of MSG and a bit of pepper. If I was going to sit there and simmer that, which if you want a thicker sauce, you can sit there and simmer that down until it is super thick too. I'm not going to do that, but you can do that. And if you're going to do that, this is then a perfect candidate for leftover Parmesan rinds, bay leaves. There's a half dozen other things you could throw in there if you're going to simmer it for a long time. But we're leaving it pretty much right there. We're going to give it a little time to cool off. I've cut the flame off there. Hi, whoever checked in. Hi, QSC. I am just getting my dough balls out here. Not really stretching these out that much yet. Just doing a little initial. Let them get warmed up a little bit. Get them into general oval shape that we're shooting for. Doing pretty good today, QSC. Looking forward to the weekend. Wonderful thing about spring, summer, fall, Sonoma County is like there's never a weekend where there isn't like some sort of festival. So like festival last weekend, festival this weekend, festival next, I think festival next weekend too. Well, those are all in the county. Like Petaluma was last week, Sebastopol is this week, I think, or next week. And half of the cities around here have like, you know, music throughout the summer. Rona Park has, or at least used to, it's been a couple of years, used to have music with their farmers market in the evening. Same thing with Cloverdale. Cloverdale Friday nights used to be a downright party. Like, Cloverdale's a little bit away from everything else. And so, like, you have an event there and it sort of pulls people in. Oh no, they're good for, well, not necessarily napping, but I mean, everything here shuts down at like 9 o'clock too. Like, you can find bars and stuff that are open later, but a good portion of the county shuts down like 8, 9 o'clock. I don't even know where I would go if I was out late drinking these days for food. Like, there used to be a couple of nice diners around, and I don't think they've survived. There's probably some late night pizza now. Yeah, Santa Rosa has a late night pizza joint. They're always broadcasting on the radio. But like, even like, I think Russian River Brewery, like, their kitchen doesn't stay open late. I haven't been to their new place, so I don't know how that operates. I haven't been there, so. But I'm talking about how the original spot. Heck, some downtown Santa Rosa has changed so much over the years. Like, now there's like, there used to be like a road, or Yeah, there used to be a road through there when I first moved into Sonoma County, and now it's back into this, like, weird square. And I read an article the other day where they're talking about closing off the road again like it was during COVID, because there's a ton of restaurants downtown Santa Rosa. But, like, all of those places there, other than, like, Russian River, I think they've all been just, like, revolving doors every 5 years or so, you know? As I was saying the other stream, there's a lot of predatory real estate when it comes to business. A lot of people, let's get you locked into a 5-year contract. There's no way you're going to be able to fill. Giving the bread a little time, or the dough a little time to rest on the counter. Giving the onions a little bit more of a cook before we use those. And I'm letting the tomatoes cool down a bit before I throw them on the dough. Throw the sauce on the dough. So that's why we're just sort of chilling right now. Let's see, is the world ending? Check out the news for tonight. More college protesting. More politics I don't care to talk about. I don't know if I'm big on Michelin Guide Michelin Guide, which Michelin stars for a very long time, have been like the standard for restaurants ratings. And now they're moving into hotels. Like, I didn't even like that they were expanding to the US. Like, I thought they were best staying in Europe with their local, and now they're here in California rating hotels. Come on. I know the original thing, I mean, it's Michelin, they're trying to get people to drive. At least that was the original plan there. I don't know if they're still legally the same company or not. Oh, that's a cute one. Delta now having issues losing a emergency raft mid-flight. What I really think here is happening with the airline industry, by the way, and all these mishaps and stuff like this, is, not to get too into it, but military ain't so interested in planes anymore. There's the money that was freely flowing into make more planes, is now make more drones. Yeah, I have no proof behind it. It's just sort of my, like, why is this happening? Why do all these companies not have money anymore when our government's just like here during COVID? Please have some more. Turn the pan off with the onions. We can definitely go further with those, but I'm sort of tired of waiting. I think those are going to be delicious just as is. Oh, chat can't see those. So we got some nice color on those. They're not the super dark caramelized onions, but they got some nice color to them. Our sauce is looking lovely. It's sort of like the problem we're having here in Sonoma right now with fire departments. A lot of rural Sonoma County is actually volunteer firefighters, and the volunteer firefighters are drying up, and so the county is now looking towards, well, let's get permanent, and with what money? You're replacing paid employees with Thank you, GWO. I know it was originally. It was if it still is, sort of a thing. Alright, let's get going with our first pie here. Let's give this a shot here. Now we got our onions ready. Don't stick. Quit sticking. I'm not using that spoon for this. What do we got for spoons here? Overlook scene. which do we go for first here? Oops, one more thing. One more thing. Bit of the cheap grated Parmesan over the top there. There we have our first pie ready to go in. Our caramelized onion and Italian sausage. Little stickage here at the front. I think we're good. Little stickage at the back. There we go. My stove only goes up to 525. There's certainly stoves that are, or ovens that go higher than that I know of here in the US. And then you have the like unis and outdoor and proper brick ovens where you're getting 800, 900, sky's the limit. Yep, using a pizza rack or a pizza stone. Set a timer here. Oops, not 15 minutes. oven's got one of those timers that jumps up, changes its speed, and it just throws you off. It's so hard to get it programmed into what you want. It's so unintuitive. It throws me off every time I go to set the time on it, and you roll up to the hour, and it just starts flipping hours, because you're starting with, it does minutes by 5 minutes, and then slips. Hi, Cozy Coffee. Hey, Justice Fries. We're doing black olive, green olive, Italian sausage, onion, and green pepper pizza. It's our almost Greek style, but not at the same time. No feta cheese or anything like that going on. I like an occasional Greek pie. I don't know if Greeks approve of it being called Greek pie, but thank you for the follow. Don't know why that's so delayed. The chocolate versus bacon vote. Why the overlays? A number of my overlays have been rather delayed, and I don't know why. Don't know what's doing it. Give our cast iron a quick clean up here from the onions. While we're waiting on that first pie to cook in the oven. Chat, do you call your pizza pie? How far away? I've seen people from all over the world in my chat, so about the only place that I don't think I've heard is some of the southern African countries. Not that I think many of them speak English, or regularly, or large populations do. Some probably do. I'm sure. Well, let's not get into that. History is history. I don't know, debating whether I should put it up to chat. Like, I wanted to do Detroit style pizza on Sunday. I couldn't find brick cheese tonight when I went out shopping today. I have a couple of other places that I can hit up where I think I might be able to find some brick cheese, but I don't know for sure. What time's it for you, GWO? That's gotta be, you know, what, 3, 4 in the morning? Thank you for the follow. Nice. Night owling it up. Handling this dough, like this dough is really soft compared to some of the other pizza doughs that I've worked with. Looking at the people that are just throwing pizzas around like for TikTok views and that sort of thing, I look at them, I'm like, how much gluten have you worked in? Like, how stiff is that dough? Like, do people actually eat your pizza? Of course they do, because you do funny spinny things on TikTok. Three minutes left. 3 minutes. I saw another streamer with like a countdown box timer to when they were done with their planning to be done with their dinner. And I'm like, I don't even want that. Like, that is no pressure whatsoever in my mind if I did not make that timer. But I don't need that in my life. Oh, you gotta go for the tofu spaghetti. The tofu spaghetti may be one of the few things that I've had on stream where I had to, like, fight back to actually swallow it. Like, texture of gluten spaghetti is not good in my mind. It does not work for me. I don't know, maybe I just prepared them wrong, or I've had them wrong, made wrong, but no thank you. Like, I'm fine with glass noodles, I'm fine with rice noodles, I'm fine, just keep that tofu stuff new. Holes on my wall? No. Not that I know of. Well, not that aren't intended, like electrical plugs. This is a small hand painting. Oh. Missing the joke there. Completely missing that one. Yes. ramen noodles, the landlord special. That is looking gorgeous. Over on the stove. Oops. Oh, it didn't beep at you that time. Awesome. Overlook scene. Oops, changed the song there too. Yeah, I just need to find a place where real estate doesn't cost a gazillion dollars and there's still decent food. And it doesn't snow half the year. Because, yeah. Alright, let's start with the pork. A little bit lighter on the pork this time around. red onion. Green bell pepper. I'm putting all of it on there. Let's go with black olives first. And finally, our green olives. Bit of the shredded imitation American parm. With a grand aging time of 10 months, which is considerably lower than any standard Parmesan from Italy. What's my location? I am in Sonoma County, California. Okay, I think I have this. I think. I have this, right, chat? I didn't give you all a good look at that before I put it in the oven. I'm sorry. You saw the top view. Bun's trying to make me wet. Here, I'll do a refill in second sip. Sorry, Olive Brine. You're amazing. You're great with chicken if you're doing a Mediterranean dish. But you're going in the drain. No, I shouldn't. There is nothing, aside from a few loyal viewers, that I care about in Ohio. Yes, I certainly can reuse the brine. That's why I was sort of saying buns, but I don't have any active plans or any near-term uses, and so... Oops, that can't go in the sink just yet. I still need you. I still need you, cutting board. Yeah. I like rock and roll, but the idea of a Hall of Fame just sort of adds to the idea that rock and roll in America is dead. What's left of it has been swallowed up by bad country. Sorry, country lovers, I'm not a country music fan. Thank you for the follow. Lots of follows tonight. Did I set a timer on that? No, I didn't. In fact, the oven's off too. That's great. I put a timer for 7 minutes on there. We'll see. Might need to give that one another minute or two. Not my best crust, I don't think. But not bad. Got some decent color there. We're definitely cooked. Photo. Forgot a photo. Did try and fold under on itself a little bit there. The other one's going to be a little bit messy too. Could have cooked the onions a little bit more. There's some heat on that hot Italian sausage too. I only got like part of a bite of it, and yeah, there's going to be some heat tonight. I was about my pizza stone to start, and now that I've worked with it a bit, gotten to know some of the doughs, I like it a lot more. do recommend, if you got an oven and you don't have like something else for making pizza, you like pizza, it's not a big investment. The music stopped, or am I just not hearing it? My earbud's gotten quiet like it does. Oh, I hear it now, but my earbud must be next to silent. What else should I make pizza-wise, chat? Like, I'm debating Detroit style for Sunday. The other alternative for Detroit style on Sunday would be doing Chicago style. I don't think I've tried Chicago style at home. I've done cast iron, but like I've done the, what's the flour company that's got all the recipes? I've done their cast iron pizza. It turns out pretty well. Yeah, Chicago style deep dish is a possibility. But deep dish is a little like, it's a little like one of those dishes like lasagna. Like, you're not making so much a pizza as like a casserole. It's a little bit larger of a project than a 2-night dinner. A whole one. Like, a slice is dinner sort of a thing. Let's see if I want to give this another couple minutes, or... Yeah, we're going to give it another minute or two. Three minutes, rather. But there was 30 seconds on the timer, so... 2.5. Well, that's sort of the thing here in California. We don't have cheap products. We've got some of the best renter laws on the books. We have lots of jobs. But it costs a lot for everything. Like, our property taxes are even better than most states at the same time. Or not most states, but a fair number of states. It's cost of goods that kills you here in California. And we certainly have fast food, but people are complaining about fast food not being cheap anymore, which is like labor and real estate is just making nothing cheap anymore. Just in time for AI to take everyone's job. Got me what? What'd you get me? So this is yummy. This is delicious. The sausage, decent pork flavor, but there's not a whole lot there other than heat. There's no wine, there's no... I'm not getting much in the way of peppers or anything like that, just heat. Ah. Cool. This one isn't as pretty as it looks on the... Actually, let's take a photo of this before we chop it all up. I feel like this is the opening to some, like, 80s semi-drama, semi-sitcom. What do you think, chat? Where does this song fit? So there we go, chat. Got both of our pizzas out here. I'm going to give this one a little bit more time to cool. But I do think that is going to call it for tonight. Let me know in the Discord, chat. What do you want? What do you think I should make here on Sunday? Sunday. Oh yeah, totally soap opera. Like, Golden Girls. Alright, folks. I'm actually going to raid out tonight. I am going to send all of you lovely people to go hang out with Buns. Fluffy Buns is playing Pillars of Eternity. So I'm going to send all your lovely faces to go hang out with her. Give her a follow. I hope you all have an amazing evening. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Go outside, touch some grass. Not that grass. Have a great weekend, everyone. Good night.